Hello everyone and welcome back on your mat for another video of yoga and Pilates full body flow. So when you're ready, just come down on your mat and just set yourself into an extended child pose. So we'll just bring your big toes touching and we'll take the knees nice and wide and come to sit onto your heels. Then extending the arms overhead and just settle in here, starting to bring the awareness inward and concentrate on your breath in and out through the nose. Just observing how you feel as you arrive on your mat here. Really spreading the fingers nice and wide, just feeling the connection of the palms and the fingers on the floor. As you breathe in and out through your nose, just feel or observe the expansion and the release of the rib cage. Observe the movement of the abdomen. As you breathe out, feel the belly pulling in toward your spine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then breathing in again, just raising the head slightly and just start to walk your hands all the way over to the right side, finding a full expansion of the left side of the body. You could place your left hand on top of your right, but make sure your hips remain seated onto your heels. Every time you breathe in, feel the lengthening of this left side of the body. Every time you breathe out, just try to relax deeper. Then take a deep breath in, lift the head slightly and start to make your way to the other side. Walking the hands one at a time, maybe placing the right hand on top of your left, resting then the head on the ground and just doing the same here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Relaxing. Just try to become softer around the shoulder region, letting go of any unneeded tensions that you may have around the shoulders or the neck. Take 2 more deep breaths in here. Then on your next inhalation, just slowly make your way back to the center. And then we'll make our way into a frog position to open into the groin and the inner thighs. So bring your hips over to the knees and open the feet so that the inside of the feet are on the ground and in line with your knees. Have a few pelvic tilt here, so tilting forward and back. And then eventually just keep the tailbone tucked under. So you feel more opening into the groin and the inner thighs here. Just resting onto your elbows. Keep the head long and just keep breathing. Wonderful. With your next breath, just slowly come off the pause and just make your way into your all four position. So hips on top of your knees, shoulders on top of your wrists. Breathing in as you look up and breathing out as you look down towards your belly, pushing, rounding the spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, collapse the belly, the chest down, look up. Exhale, fully pushing the ground away, tucking the chin to your chest. And just keep moving, relax, so in your own time, with your own breath. Just being really aware of how it feels in the body. See if you can feel each vertebrae moving freely. Couple more breaths in here. And then we'll make our way into melting heart posture. Just walk your hands forward. Keep the arms fully straight here. So you want to press the hands down, but keep your hips high. And see, as you press the chest toward the ground, see if you can keep the lower ribs drawn in toward your spine. So not collapsing them down like I just did, but lifting them up away from the ground. So you bring more emphasis into the opening of the shoulders. Next breath in, just slowly come off the pause. And then we'll come and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand to come into lizard lunge here. Bring the knee over to the ankle. And keeping your spine long, lift the back knee. And then just dropping down on the floor and just making any movement that you need here. As you breathe out, we'll come and extend the leg, flexing the foot. As you breathe in, just come back to the start position. Exhale to straighten the back leg, the front leg, and inhale, come back to your lizard lunge. Just opening front and back of the leg and back of the hip. One last time, hold. And again, exhale, flex the foot. Keep the spine as long as possible here. Wonderful. Then come to your dragon lunge. If possible, drop your elbows down. If it's not, you can just stay onto your hands. Hold here and breathe. Really opening deep into the hips. Again, just trying to keep the shoulders away from your ears and relaxed the best you can, even if you're holding on to them. And then press back onto your hands and lift your back knee off the ground and start to rock a little bit forward and back here. Just wherever it feels right. Wonderful. Just keep the gaze still, one point on the floor. And then breathing in deeply. Breathe out, drop your knee down to the floor. And just come and sit to your extended child pose onto your toes bent here. And release the hips down. Breathing in, exhale, press back onto your heels. Again, come back forward, sink to the floor, look up. And exhale back, sinking onto your heels. We'll come and do the same to the other side, stepping the left foot forward. Lift your back knee off the ground to really bring length to the front of the right hip this time. And then breathing out as you straighten this front leg, flex the foot. Breathing in as you sink your hips down. Exhale as you push back. Inhale, rock forward, lizard lunge. Exhale, sit back. Not forcing as always, really listening to the body. We'll do this one more time. Straightening this front leg. Next time we'll come maybe releasing the elbows down if you did it on the other side. Otherwise, again, just stay onto your hands and breathe deeply here. Keeping the head long. Just noticing the sensation as you hold here. If it's very intense, just try to breathe a little bit more deeply. Beautiful, guys. And then very slowly just push back onto your hands and lift this back knee off the ground to come into your high dragon lunge. And just like before, we'll rock a little bit forward and back, just wherever it feels right. Keeping the spine really long. And then we'll step back just like before, keeping your toes bent. And then from here, we'll actually sit back and then we'll push into a downward dog position. So come and ground the hands fully and then just push your hips up to the ceiling. Tuck the chin a little bit here, but keeping the head long, and bring the gaze toward the thigh or maybe toward the belly if it's available, and just start to paddle your feet. Bending the knees. Moving through the hips, just go wherever it feels right. Now, if you're comfortable in this position, if you feel strong enough, you can, like me, With your right hand, grab the outside of your left calf. Otherwise, just stay with your two hands on the ground. Make sure the gaze stays the same. And then you keep pushing the heels toward the floor. If you're with me on this one, just go ahead and switch to the other side. Left hand, grab outside of your right calf. Really active underneath this right shoulder. Breathing evenly. Wonderful. If you're here, release both hands back down to the floor and slowly walk your hands to the back of the mat to come into a dangling position. So one hand at a time. Make sure your feet are parallel with the outside and slightly pigeon toes. Interlace your elbows. Relax the head and the shoulders fully. Just really letting the gravity do the work. 2 more breaths here. And just release your hands back down to the floor. And just make your way here into a seated position. So just come into a cross-leg position. You can cross your left and right leg. And then from here, I will bring my left foot forward and my right foot closer to my hip. You can have a normal cross-leg position. Otherwise, second option like so, you can bring your heels in line with your pubic bone. Taking a deep breath, and then as you breathe out, just go ahead and lengthen, walk the hands forward into your forward fold. Try to fully relax into the hips, but keep the lift of the pelvic floor here. Stay strong into the lower belly. On your next inhalation, just slowly walk the hands one at a time. And we'll come to a side bend. So place your right hand to the side, look up to the ceiling, breathing in, and breathe out as you lean over to the right side, trying the best you can to keep this left hip down, grounded on the floor. Feeling this long line from the left hip all the way to the fingertips. Breathing in, come back forward. Breathing out, do the same to the other side. Left hand to the side. Inhale, look up. Find this long line to the side of the right side of the body. Using the inhalation to lengthen more, the exhale to try to relax more into the pause and maybe go a little bit further without pushing. Inhale, come back to the center. Now interlace your hands behind your back. Breathe and lift the heart. And out. Drop the head back. Allow the jaws to really relax here. Wonderful. Inhale, come back forward. Switch the cross of your legs the other way around. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, walk the hands and find your forward fold on the other side. If it's here, just rest the hand on the ground. Again, trying to stay relaxed in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, make your way up, and we'll go again on a side bend on each side. So come all the way up. Breathe in, right hand to the side, look up, and breathe out. Lengthen, keeping your left hip grounded to the floor. Try to keep the head in the axis of your spine, the chest really open. Take a deep breath in, come up, and a breath out as you find your side bend onto the other side. Try to externally rotate this top shoulder, really creating space between the shoulder and the neck. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Come and bring your feet together in front of you into a butterfly position, Baddha Konasana. And then just relax the knees down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curve into a C curve, fully rounding. And as you breathe in, push the chest forward and look up. So you're doing a cat-cow position from this butterfly position. Breathe in, look up, push the heart forward. Breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest. Again, breathing in and look up. Breathe out, draw the lower abdomen in, keep the pelvic floor lifted. And come back to your straight spine and just straighten your legs out. We'll start into a little Pilates core exercise here. So flex your feet, extend the arms out. Exhale. We'll tuck the tailbone under and we just slowly lower our way down. Keep your knees together, your feet together. Breathe in, extend the arms overhead. Breathe out, chin reaching, unroll, reach forward, head to the knees, and then come back to your straight spine. Breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, and roll yourself one vertebrae at a time, releasing the chin last. Inhale again, extend the arms overhead. Exhale from the top of your spine and roll all the way forward, reach to your forward fold, head to the knees. Inhale, exhale, tuck under, control one vertebrae at the time. The slower, the better. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, chin to chest, reach forward, head to the knees. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, unroll yourself, controlling one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. This is your last one. Breathing in, breathe out, come up and reach forward. Wonderful. Now come to bend at your knees and grab behind your thighs. Create a nice circle here. If you want to keep the back of the legs, you can stay here. Otherwise, like me, extend your arms out in line with the shoulders. You can flex or point the feet. In a proper Pilates, we'll flex your feet. Because I'm used to do more yoga, I'll press them down and we'll slowly lower down as you exhale. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you tuck under, finding your C curve, lower and back in. Exhale, tuck under, lower. Keep the head long, the chin slightly tucked. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Just stay strong. Keep breathing evenly. Wonderful. Now coming to a straight spine. Exhale again, C curve, and we'll find a little twist. Exhale, extend the right arm out. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, left arm. Keep gazing the hand. Exhale, open the right hand. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, open the left hand and back to the center. Just keep doing like so, but keep the tuck of the tailbone under so your lower abdomen is always active. Deep breathing into the lower belly. Wonderful. One last time. Come back forward and slowly unroll your way down to the floor with control. Beautiful, guys. So staying onto your back here, placing your feet hip width parallel with each other with the outside. Now pressing your hands to the floor, really active to the ground. Just find your neutral spine, brace into the lower abdomen. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale as you just slightly touch the toe down. Inhale, lift the knee up. Exhale, little toe tap. As you move through this movement, make sure there is no movement through your spine. Next level, you can straighten your leg up. Just keeping the plant of the foot really long. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you extend. Keeping the control of your neutral spine, the deep abdomen active. Now staying with this leg here, find an external rotation. Inhale as you bend your knee, drag the foot, extend up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, bend the knee, drag the foot. Extend up. Exhale, lower. Remember, slight external rotation into your hip. You should feel this a little bit more into your adductors. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale as you drag the foot. And exhale. Wonderful, guy. Last one. And just placing the foot down. From here, inhale, lift your left knee. Exhale, toe tap with your left foot. Same in here. If you feel strong enough, extend fully the leg. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you lower down. So your leg is really straight and long. Your deep abdominal is braced. And we'll keep the chin a little tuck here, so your head is really long. Make sure you keep pushing the lower ribs down toward the floor without flattening into the lower spine. Now finding this external rotation, make sure you drag the foot, inhaling on the way up. Exhale as you lower to have more bracing into the lower abdomen. Inhale as you drag the foot and extend. Exhale, lower. You could place, like me, your hands onto your hips to make sure there is no shift, that everything is in line. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Bring your big toes touching up on the knees. Keep the core active. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, little toe touch. Inhale, both knees comes up. Exhale, a little toe touch. Again, neutral spine. Keep the back of the shoulders down. Just keep moving with your own breath. Wonderful. Last one. Then you stay up, and this time bring your heels against each other, opening the toes out. We'll take an inhale, and as you exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bring the knees back. Exhale, squeeze through your thighs and push out. Inhale, knees toward yourself open. Exhale as you push and squeeze through your thighs. Keep the toes apart and the heels together. Inhale, so the lower, the harder. Just finding your own level. Wonderful. And then eventually keep your knees against your chest. Just gently rock side to side. Just do whatever really finds is right for you in this moment here. Wonderful. Well, come and straighten your legs up, flexing the feet, and then pointing them. Now lift the chest, chin to your chest. You can hold the head with one hand if you want for the hundreds. Otherwise, both arms palm facing down and start pumping. 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to move further, like me, every 5 you lower the right leg. And then the right leg. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Keep smiling. Keep the lower ribs down toward the floor. Almost there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And just pull your knees in toward yourself. Arms by your side. Come to a little twist to relax the spine. Grab the top knee. Look on the opposite direction of your knees. Breathe into your belly. Keep the upper back on the floor. Inhale, come back up, exhale. Go and twist over to the other side. Nice. Release of the whole spine. Well done, guys. This was a little Pilates sequence, and we're going to continue on with just a gentle little flow, yoga flow here. So come and bring your knees. Well, roll like a ball before coming up. So inhale, come up. We'll find your C curve, grabbing behind your thigh, create that circle in your arms, little tuck of the chin. Inhale as you roll back. Exhale as you come up, trying to hover the feet off the ground. Inhale, exhale. We'll do 6 like so in your own time. Just try to find balance, feeling this whole rolling of each vertebra on the floor. Wonderful, guys. Last one here. Exhale, come up, and just come and make your way into a downward dog position here. So cross your legs, ground your hands fully, feet just about hip width parallel with the outside, push towards your heels, and then come up to your downward dog. Readjust yourself here, gazing towards the navel or towards the middle part of your thighs. Again, keeping the head really long here. We're going to come into some planking movement, bending your knees. Exhale as you straighten to your high plank. So inhale, will bend your knees and straighten to your downward dog. And again, bend shins parallel to the floor. Exhale to your high plank. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, downward dog. Again, inhale, shins parallel to the ground. Exhale, extend high plank. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, back to downward dog. Again, inhale. Exhale, extend, pushing the ground away. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Again, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten, the head is long. Inhale, bending knees. Exhale, straight to your high plank. Again, inhale. Exhale. So from your shins parallel, extend to your high plank. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze to the belly. Exhale, high plank. Beautiful, guys. Just come and drop your knees to the floor. We'll do a little bit of back work here, strengthening the whole back body, helping to really reopen the posture here. So we'll work through the glute first. So keeping the feet slightly pointed. Exhale as you raise your right leg. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you raise your left leg. Beautiful. So we have 8 on each side. As you raise on your exhalation, make sure that you keep the bracing of the lower abdomen and that you use your glute to raise up. We don't want to activate the lower back here. So keep the core active and really target your glute here. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Beautiful. Just keep the lower ribs in and keep the bracing of the lower abdomen. Last one. Left leg and lower down. Wonderful. From here, we continue and we'll bring some back extension. So extend your arms out in front. Palms facing up. Raise arms and leg. Inhale. Exhale as you bring the arms by your side and open your legs. Inhale, extend everything, feet together. Exhale, open the legs, bring the arms by your thighs. Wonderful. Inhale, extend, the head is long. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Beautiful, guys. Make sure again that your deep abdominal are really active to protect your lower back. And just slowly lower. Head onto one side. Fully relaxing. You can wiggle your hips if you want here, if you need. Wonderful. I'm just readjusting my mat here. But we'll just stay onto your belly here. So from here, come and bring your forearms all parallel to the ground, and you want to bring your palms facing down and then your elbows in line with your shoulders. So make sure your forearm stays level to the ground. On your inhalation, extend overhead. As you exhale, pull the elbows by the side of the body, just like if you were doing a lat pull down. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull the elbows by your side. As you pull the elbows, make sure you're not lifting the hands too high. You want to keep the same height of elbows and wrist to the ground here. Your legs are still fully active. The feet are pressing down. Your thighs are active. Your glute is active and the lower abdomen is active. So we're really only finding the work behind the shoulder girdle. Wonderful. And then from here, we'll interlace your hands behind your back and lift the chest, lift the head, look slightly forward, dragging the hands toward your hips. Feet are together. Just make sure you keep breathing. That's your last back bend here. Beautiful. Release your hands by your side and come to press into a child pose to release and lengthen the whole back of the body here. Sit on your heels, bring the arms by your side, rest the head onto the floor. So I did lie before, that was in the end of the Pilates. Sorry for this. This is now when we are coming to a standing position. Come and press to the back of the mat. Relaxing fully through the spine. And then tuck the tailbone under, bend your knees, unroll yourself all the way up into your standing position with your feet hip width. Tuck your chin to your chest as you breathe in, and we'll unroll your spine one vertebrae at a time, bending the knees if you need. As you touch the ground, walk your way into your high plank position. Drop your knees down, drop down, inhale, exhale as you press up. Inhale down, exhale, press up. Inhale down, exhale, press up. We have this 3 times. Then we'll step your right foot in between your hands to a high lunge and then drop your knee down. Take an inhalation, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Interlace your fingers, drop the head, relax the jaws. Ground your hands again. Step back, downward dog, readjusting the feet. Gaze to the navel. Enjoy this nice downward dog. Inhale, look forward, step the left foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Extend the arms overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, grab your hands behind your back, lift the heart. Keep your hips sink down toward the floor. Hands to the ground, step back to your downward dog. Wonderful. Walk the hands back to the back of the mat. Soften the knees and again unrolling from your tailbone, one vertebrae at a time. Make your way back up to standing. Release the chin last. Again, breathe in, chin to chest. Breathe out slowly. Unroll your way one vertebrae at a time. As you release the hands to the floor, walk your way to your high plank again. And then drop your knees to the ground. Lower inhale, exhale, press up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Step the right foot again in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. We'll come to a little twist here. Hands to heart center. Left elbow outside to your right knee. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, find your twist. If you want to go further, straighten your back leg off the ground. Looking over to the right shoulder, make sure you still breathe. Wonderful. Hands to the floor. Stepping back to your downward dog. And we'll repeat to the other side. Step your left foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Keep your hips low. And then inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale as you find your twist. See if you can connect the thumb against your sternum. Maybe lift your back knee off the ground if it is in your practice. Otherwise, keep your knee down. Wonderful. Hands to the floor. Press back, downward dog. And then again, walk the hands to the back of the mat. Bend your knees. And then slowly unroll your way one vertebrae at a time until you come to a straight spine. Wonderful. Last time we're coming down, chin to chest. Ground your hands, walk your way into your high plank, then drop your knees down for your last 3 push-ups. Inhale halfway, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then come all the way down from your plank position. Come to either a cobra or an upward dog, whatever suits your practice, and come back to a downward dog. Wonderful. Enjoy this last downward dog before a little happy baby in Shavasana here. Deep, full breath. Wonderful. Come down on the floor and then make your way onto your back and come and bring your feet up, coming to your happy baby posture, just a gentle inversion. Grab the outside of the feet with your arms on the inside of your knees and just gently rock side to side. In any way that feels right here. You can close your eyes if you want already here. And very slowly release your legs down. Come to your Shavasana. The feet to the edge of your mat. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Readjust the back of the shoulders down. Keep the chin a little tucked. And come to a natural rhythm of breath into your belly. No more control of the breath here. Just let your breath be natural. Feel your belly rise and lower as you breathe in and out. Feel yourself become lighter. Feel yourself sink down. Each muscle are becoming softer and more relaxed. No more tensions. Relax the jaws. If you have the time to stay here longer, just enjoy a longer Shavasana. I will leave you here. And a big thank you to have joined me on the mat today, bringing your hands to heart center. Namaste, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. If you have enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and share this video with a friend, as well as subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for your support. Bye-bye.